Hi there, Jack Bennett from iCanPlayDrums.com here. Today I'm going to show you how to play a really basic beat. This is for all you beginners just starting out on the drums. The beat that we're going to learn today is just this. So this is an absolute beginner rock beat, okay? If you're just starting out on the drums, this is probably the first beat that you ever want to learn. What I'm doing is I'm playing the bass drum on beats 1 and 3. We're playing in 4/4 time, which means there's 4 beats in every bar. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And on beats 1 and 3, I play the bass drum. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. On beats 2 and 4, I play the snare drum. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. With the right hand on the hi-hats, I'm going to play on all 4 beats. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And when you put all of those together, you get this. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now if you're having trouble piecing those 3 together, so bass drum with the right foot, left hand on snare, right hand on hi-hats, if you're having trouble putting all 3 of those together at the same time, break it down into units of 2. Okay, so maybe just practice the bass drum and snare drum to start with. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Or maybe practice the right hand and the right foot, so the hi-hat and the bass drum, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Or maybe just practice the hands on their own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And when you can play all of those combinations, put the whole thing back together. That's the fastest way that you'll get it to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. From here, what we're going to do is double up the right hand. So far, we've just been playing quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. We're now going to play the right hand exactly twice as fast. And we're going to play 2 hits per count. We're going to play eighth notes. And that's counted as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So this will now become an eighth note rock beat. And you've probably heard that term before. So that's the only thing that changes. The bass drum's still playing on 1 and 3, and the snare drum's still playing on 2 and 4, but the right hand is playing twice as many notes now per bar. It gets the name eighth notes because in a bar of 4/4, which is what we're playing, you play 8 eighth notes in every bar. So I'll count it for you. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Okay, and that's our beat. The third beat that I'm going to show you in today's lesson is just a variation, a really basic variation on that eighth note beat. Instead of just playing 1, 2, 3, 4 with the bass drum, we're now going to play 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So you have to make sure that when you play this pattern, you need to make sure that the alignment is exactly together. You don't want to flam between the hi-hat and the bass drum. So make sure when you're playing 3 and 4 that it's exactly in time. 3 and 4. Everything must land exactly together. You don't want to get or something like that. Okay, just make sure it's really, really solid. Okay, now comes the interesting bit. What I'm going to show you is that even with these basic beats, the first one that we looked at, and this latest one, even though they're really basic beats, you'd actually be surprised at how many songs use them, okay? They're really popular beats, and the thing is, without changing anything that you're doing technically, still playing the same pattern, you can actually play these beats in many different styles. So now I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can play these basic patterns. I'm going to be playing 2 bars of the first pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 bars of the second pattern, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that's what I'm going to be playing, and I'm going to show you 3 different styles that you can play them within. The first feel is just a regular straight ahead rock funk feel. Okay, I've got the hi-hats nice and tight. Let's see that one. Next, I'll play the exact same pattern, but what I'm going to do is go for a heavier rock feel. I'm going to loosen up the hi-hats a bit, okay, so I raise my left foot a bit, and I get that wash sound instead of a really tight sound from the hi-hats. Let's check that one out. And in the third example, I'm going to move the right hand from the hi-hats up onto the bell of the ride cymbal. You might have noticed in some of the examples of me playing these 2 beats that on all the down beats, beats 1, 2, 3, and 4, I was playing the shoulder of the stick on the edge of the hi-hats to get a really thick, clear sound. Okay, on all of the pulse beats. And on the in-between eighth notes, I was playing the tip of the stick on the top of the hi-hats on all the and beats, which is a thinner, weaker sound. Now with those 2 dynamic levels, when you're playing thick, thin, or loud, soft, what the light and shade there, the dynamic difference is doing is creating and defining a pulse. Okay, so we're getting... When I play it like that, there's no guesswork as to where the beat is. You can just feel it. 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Whereas if I play them all the same dynamic level, or you don't know where the beat is. So with that concept in mind, that's what I'm going to be doing in this third example, where I put the right hand on the ride cymbal. I'm going to be playing the shoulder of the stick on the bell to crack the bell, get this thick sound on all the downbeats, and on the in-between eighth notes, I'll play the tip of the stick on the bow of the ride cymbal, which is about halfway between the bell and the edge. So I'll be getting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... The thing that will be different with this example is, once again, I'm playing the exact same pattern, but I'm going to be playing it in a fast country feel. So that's another way that you can play the exact same beats.